word, Torghast, is amazing. So why does it need to leave us? Warcraft is meant to be a living, breathing world, and yet every 2 years or so the landscape changes. We go to a new planet, a new island, yet more undiscovered land masses appear on Azeroth. But nothing really changes. Yes, we have had the Cataclysm, and that was a breath of fresh air. It changed certain areas, and granted it was done because they needed to update the world so we could have flying, but at least it made Azeroth feel like it was alive. Feeling as if the world really was changing around us. And yes, we have N'Zoth now, corrupting 2 very specific zones. But once we leave Azeroth, once we disappear off into Shadowlands, the people of Azeroth will come out of their houses and go, oh, thank God that's over. And they'll have their brushes in hand and they'll scrub the corruption away. And when we return from Shadowlands, it will be as if it never happened. And this brings me back to Torghast. When we finally leave the Shadowlands, this feature will be gone. Yes, we can go back to it, we can revisit it running old legacy-style content. And of course, we can make a new version of this, but we'll lose something in the story, we'll lose something in the immersion. We could have it that a tower miraculously appears in every future expansion. Oh look! There's a tower over there. That's handy. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's very similar to the tower we just left previously. That's handy. Or maybe you can go something crazy like, it's a dungeon now. Do you see the difference? Dungeon goes down, tower goes up. Oh my god, it is completely different. Or, sadly, and I hope not, it's like a Mr. Pandaria scenario, and it just disappears, never to be brought back into the game. And that is a shame. When we have ideas that are so good, they should transcend an expansion and instead become baseline, baking it into the very fabric of World of Warcraft. So here is the idea. A solution to bring these features that are loved into the everyday world of Azeroth. So let's have an example, rather than me just waffling on. Let's have an example. Why not make Karazhan into a Torghast adventure, adding new things each expansion? But it's always there, always present. You could add new floors in for each expansion. It's not hard to connect rewards to item level, to keep things fresh and relevant if you wanted to. So as the expansion changes, so does the rewards and things that are given. The aim is to keep the experience fresh. Do you know what? Let's just throw all it out. We don't need to link it to power, to essences, to crafting reagents. We don't need it to be any of that. It can just be something that is fun during our downtime. We go, oh, I'm going to go and do the Karaghast tower in our downtime. You could just have it that it's mounts and cosmetic rewards if you don't want to keep adding gear to it. So people, rather than doing current content, are doing this Karaghast tower all the time. Don't add gear, just make it for fun stuff. Why not go crazy? And say if you've leveled before, if you're a veteran player, now one of your options could be to level purely doing Torghast stuff. If you want to take a break from Mr. Pandaria, WoD, Kada, wherever it is you decided to level, I'm going to go to Torghast for a bit, and I'm going to level up there. As we gain more expansions, Blizzard could create options based around, we could give it some RP flavour. Like the winds of magic have shifted around Karazhan, and now the options presented to us are from these 3 expansions. So that the flavour, the bosses, the fight, the surroundings you're in change. You can even go back and add things like from Wrath of the Lich King. You could add things from TBC. You can even give us the Karazhan style flavouring. If you remember when we did Karazhan and we became tiny and there was like huge books and rats became massive bosses, have that as a whole Torghast, Karaghast style level. It's fantastic. The possibilities are endless and, more importantly, fun. And as I say, fun when there's this downturn, when you have nothing to do. At the moment, we're waiting for a new expansion. We could be doing these Karaghast-style adventures and fun things. But let's take another one. Let's pick another one. So another favourite people had was the Mage Tower. And we could have this. Since the Legion was defeated, the mages of Dalaran have studied ruined tower. They have come to learn its workings and powers. Construction has already started on a similar structure within Dalaran, giving the heroes of Azeroth challenges to constantly keep them sharp and ready for whatever they may face in the challenges ahead. In gameplay terms, this would be the Mage Tower rebuilt. Have a new structure in Dalaran that would give us challenges for each spec. Exactly the same as the Mage Tower did. But have it seasoned like M+, or PvP. With new challenges each time. Have a normal, heroic, and mythic level of achievement. And rewards appropriately. Say, some cool title if you defeat it on mythic, a mount on heroic, and the cosmetic would be for normal. And then it changes the following season. You could even have seasons come back around, so if you missed it before, you can try again. It could look at eye level and give you or even give you preset gear, so that when you enter, you just can't overpower at the end of an expansion. It's always fresh, it's always challenging. This isn't tied to any given expansion feature. It's not going to be for Legion, it's not going to be for Wrath of Lich King, it's not going to be for Shadowlands or Void Lords, whatever the hell we get in the future. It's going to be about fun, transmog gear, the challenge, the titles, the mounts, whatever. It can be flavoured around what we're currently dealing with. But as I say, it's meant to challenge you as a player, and I keep saying it, be fun. Maybe if you want to add a party mode, so you can play as a team of, say, up to 3 players, and face a new challenge added around that. Have the different bosses from each of your different specs in. Have them interact in different ways. Then we've got something that many people may go, I'd rather not. Things that missed the mark, and one I can easily pull off the top of my head would be islands. Islands could have been so much fun, but they really missed the mark. Which really sums up BFA, if we're being honest, but we're not here to bash BFA, we're looking at good things. So, I for one didn't mind islands, but I didn't grind them out. I did them for fun when I wanted to do them. I did them with friends, and they were so much fun. And we could take that and we could use it again. We could evolve it. We could revisit using the technology. And we could say, you go and meet a captain down at the docks of Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and you head out to fight pirates, murlocs, Naga, or any other ne'er-do-well that is causing issues with shipping. Again, using the flex tech system that we now have, you could have up to 3 players. If you wanted to solo this, you could do. Maybe have the other 2 roles are filled by NPCs. If you're a healer, you could actually go with a tank or a DPS, shipmates, but they're NPCs. These things are just designed to be fun, and again, you could still have mounts and things tied to it. Things like that. As I keep saying fun over and over again, but that's something that would breathe so much life into WoW. If you have, just add these features back in as baseline. Now, these are only a couple of ideas off the top of my head. We have so many great features added over WoW's history that have been lost. Once the expansion is done and Blizzard move on, they restart the wheel all over again, and many times leading to issues of balance where things have just missed the mark and they have to go and work all these things out again. If we had a lot of these features as baseline, we wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel all over again. That's why Shadowlands Alpha is already seeing a lot of these big expansion features being tested so early in Alpha. They do not want to repeat the sins of BFA. Whew, but that is me done, ladies and gentlemen. That is me done. I would be fascinated to see what feature from previous expansions you would love to see sort of baked into baseline WoW. But as for me, I am going to go off and look at more Torghast videos, because I am very, very much excited for that and for the rest of what Shadowlands has in store. Have a great one, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one.